Yes, thanks very much. Welcome to Anfield. We're so excited about a huge game, and Jurgen Klopp has made an incredible 6 changes from the game against Arsenal. Robbie Fowler is alongside me, of course, played for both sides. Robbie, let's start off. We have to talk about Erling Haaland. 15 goals, one every 15 minutes. They're saying that he could score 64 goals if he continues at that rate. We were actually going to compare him and Darwin Núñez, but Núñez is not starting today. So we've got Jota, we've got Mo Salah, and we've got Firmino up front. I mean, just incredible strikers all round. But what do you make of Haaland so far?
He's been phenomenal since he came into the Premier League, and certainly with City. I don't think he's been brought in to help them win the league, because obviously he was scoring goals and getting points anyway. I think we know why he's been brought in, but he's delivered. You know, he's done a job, and he'll score goals just for the type of centre forward he is. You know, he is the old-fashioned, if you like, centre forward, number 9, who wants to create chances, but he wants to get on the end of chances. And I love that. You know, the simplicity of being a great number 9 is, look, do a little bit of work, but have an incredible appetite and a desire to get into the box. We very rarely see that within Premier League football now and strikers. But he's probably the best at it. You know, he wants to work, but he wants to work close to those goal posts.
Yeah, it's amazing when you look at his heat map and all of his goals. Every single one of them, bar one, has come inside the area, and so many of them inside the 6-yard box as well. Is it fair to put these kind of comparison numbers on him? He's a young player, but he seems to shrug it off.
Yeah, and look, he's done it wherever he's been. You know, he said he's young, but he scored goals in Norway, he scored goals in Austria, again in Germany, and he's scoring goals in the Premier League. But I think, if we're being honest, I think the fact is that he is playing in an unbelievable great side as well with Man City. They will create chances and he will score goals. But I think he is also aware of the players that he's got around him as well. So he knows that he doesn't really need to go out and create the chances for other people, because he knows that Man City have got the brilliance of players who can create chances for him. So, you know, in terms of the all-round team ethic and the all-round team ethos, he's probably the perfect centre forward for them. And we've seen Manchester City, who probably haven't had that dominant number 9, you know, for a good few number of years now. They've got it. They're winning games, and he's scoring goals, and he looks unbelievable.
He does. I can't wait to see him in the flesh. So it's Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez who will primarily be dealing with him. And Liverpool have had their struggles in defence, and Jurgen Klopp has said they concede early as well. They keep conceding the first goal. What's going wrong when you look at that?
Well, it's hard, isn't it, really, to sort of put your finger on it. I think the simple fact is maybe they're a little bit too gung-ho. We've seen Liverpool in the past where they want to sort of, roll over teams in the first 5-10 minutes. They probably tried to do that, which has probably been a little bit of a misfit this year. The old adage in football is you've got to keep it tight at the back. You know, you've got to work into the game. You want players to be solid. You want them to be strong. You want them to keep the shape, and you want them to work into the game. You want them to frustrate the opposition, frustrate the fans, and then obviously, start playing the way you can. Liverpool really haven't done that. They've probably been a little bit too gung-ho.
Do you think they will go back to basics in a way and get that right, the defensive side?
I think they need to. I think they will. I mean, you just mentioned it before, Al, about conceding goals. I think 10 goals or 12 games have conceded the first goal 10 times. You can't keep doing that. You know, it gets hard every single week when you're trying to chase games. If you're doing that against a Man City game, you are certainly going to lose the game. But I think if they score the first goal today, they win the game. So I think Liverpool will be a bit more tighter, a little bit more solid today.
And a quick word on Mo Salah, because he's obviously been struggling for goals, and we know what a great scorer he can be when he's on form. And it's ridiculous to say struggling for goals when he scored a 6-minute hat-trick in midweek, but do you think he can bring that into a game like today?
Yeah, of course he can, and he's done it before, so there's no reason why he can't do it again. And look, he's probably one of the players who probably, people expect the brilliance every single week because of the brilliance that he's shown week in, week out for the season's been here. That's what happens when you're a good player. People expect a little bit more, and when you don't hit them heights, people ask questions. And you'd be worried if he wasn't getting his positions and he wasn't getting the chances, but he is getting chances. I know I'm not a big believer in forwards gauging themselves from assists, because it doesn't matter. You want to score goals, and he's playing well. He's probably been one of Liverpool's decent players in terms of creating chances for others. And I think it's a matter of time before he starts getting on the goal scoring trail again, and obviously that result in midweek will give everyone a little bit of a lift, including Mo. As you said, you get a 6-minute hat-trick. Not many people get their hat-tricks as quick as that.
Absolutely. The pundits, I'm sure, are itching to discuss this, but I have to get your score prediction. It's such a tough one to call, isn't it? It could go either way.
Well, I mean, look, if you'd have said to me before the game midweek, I'm thinking Liverpool aren't even getting in the top 4. The second half, I'm a little bit buoyed by the performance, a little bit buoyed by the result now. I'm going for a very, very optimistic, and it really is optimistic, Liverpool 2-1 win, providing they don't concede the first goal. If they do concede the first goal, then they lose the game. But for me, I'm going for a 2-1 Liverpool win.
Fantastic. They need a great start, don't they? It's incredible to think that Liverpool are so many points off Manchester City, 13, but we still heard that Pep Guardiola considers them title challengers. So let's see how this pans out. Thank you so much, Robbie, and back to you guys in the studio.